Welcome to the quick introduction video for Desire2Learn version 10, brought to you by UWM's Learning Technology Center. In this video, you will be introduced to some of the changes to the D2L environment in version 10. In particular, we will look at changes to the user interface, navigation, changes in functionality, and a side-by-side comparison of updates to the content area. We will finish this introduction by quickly showing you some of the exciting new features in Dropbox, discussions, and grades. Please keep in mind that more detailed help will be available under Need Help Using D2L when you first log in. In version 10, the D2L interface has been streamlined to reduce page clutter and redundancy. One of the ways in which D2L has attempted to do this is through the use of a minibar. When you first log into D2L, you'll see the minibar at the top, which can be used to go back to My Home Page at any time, as well as to return to Course Home or to change to a different course. When in the Course Select drop-down menu next to My Home, you also have the option of pinning courses so that courses you use frequently will stay at the top. You will also see that logout is no longer available on the navigation bar. Instead, you now log out from your profile in the upper right-hand corner of the minibar. With this upgrade, there have also been changes made to the My Home page. Your course list has been moved from the right to the left side, and important D2L news and help files have been moved to the right. When you go into a course, you may notice some changes to the default navigation bar. For example, you will no longer see Course Home, My Home, Email, and Logout on the default navigation bar because you can access these areas at any time by clicking in the minibar. However, you can always add these to your navigation bar by clicking on Edit Course and then choosing Navigation and Themes. If you have already created and used custom nav bars in your current or upcoming courses, then you may not see these changes. In some areas of D2L, such as Dropbox, or in this instance grades, the main navigation bar will disappear. The advantage of this is that you are provided more screen real estate to work in your course site. However, the challenge is that it may be confusing knowing how to navigate to other areas in your course. To return to the course homepage, you simply need to click on the course title in the minibar. As you can see, the news area in D2L has been moved from the right to the left side. Also, be aware that news items created before the upgrade may not immediately show up in the news area. To display these items, click on the drop-down menu next to News, select Go to News tool, and then click on the title of the news item you'd like to change. Scroll down to Availability and set the start date as Now. Finally, click Update at the bottom of the page, and your news item will now be displayed on the course home. In this version of D2L, many of the left-hand navigation boxes have been replaced by buttons and menus along the top of each tool. Let's look at content as an example. You can see that in the old version, View Content, Manage Content, and Manage Files appear on the left, and in the new version, these options appear along the top. Before, you would click on New Topic along the top to add files or links to your content page. Now, you will click on Add Content in this drop-down menu and choose which type of content you would like to add. Reorder and Reports show up under the More Action drop-down menu. You'll also see some changes in the Edit Course area. In the new version of D2L, you will see all of the tools available to you as an instructor when you click on Edit Course. The advantage of this interface is that you can use secondary tools like rubrics without adding them to your navigation bar or allowing students to see them. Now we're going to talk about a few of the cool new features in D2L version 10. The first new feature enables instructors to require students to post their opinions to a discussion topic before reading other students' posts, which encourages original thought without the influence of other participants in the class. This would be useful if you didn't want students' initial responses affected by what others have written, and it eliminates lurking in discussion forums. In order to activate this feature, you'll need to click on Discussions, click on the New drop-down menu button in your discussions list. You want to choose a new topic. When you select a forum and give it a title, one thing you'll notice is that as you slide down to the options, that one of the new options, the third one down, is a user must compose a message before participating in the topic. Select this button and click Save. And the restriction will be enforced in this particular discussion topic. Another great feature in D2L version 10 is the ability to save feedback as a draft in Dropbox folders. In the old version, as soon as you entered and saved feedback for students in the Dropbox, that feedback was immediately available to them. Instructors can now publish feedback to all students simultaneously after they have finished assessing submissions or on a student-by-student basis. To do so, you should click on the title of the Dropbox folder and then scroll down to the student submissions. Click on Grade and Leave Feedback. On this page, you can leave feedback for students in the box, but unlike the old version of D2L, you are able to save a draft of your feedback. Then when you want students to be able to see your feedback, you can click on Publish, or you can release all on the folder submissions page. Finally, one other useful new feature in version 10 is the one-click access to tool items and submissions from grades. This makes it easier to navigate from grades to particular assessment items for each student. In the grades area, you'll see a new icon next to each item linked to an assessment elsewhere in D2L, such as a Dropbox folder or quiz. If you click on this item, you'll be directed to that particular student's submission or quiz, saving you clicks and time. Thank you for viewing our video on D2L version 10. Please remember that this is just an introduction to the new version. In-depth documentation is available to you on the My homepage when you first log into D2L. If you have any questions, please contact UWM's Learning Technology Center at ltc@uwm.edu or 229-4319.